Hello, beautiful people. Happy Tuesday. God told me to tell you this. There is nothing wrong with being dissatisfied with your life. In fact, the mere feeling of dissatisfaction is the starting point of you actually stepping into the life that God wants you to have. When it comes to dissatisfaction, right? You don't like your job, you don't like your relationship, you don't like the car you drive, you don't like the money you receive, you don't like the house you live in, you don't like the friends you have, you don't have you like the relationships, the body, the physical, mental health. You're dissatisfied, right? And God wants you to know, and God told me to tell you that when you are dissatisfied, it's because you're trying to keep God small. God is all, God is everything, God is an infinite being, God is everything. And when we settle for less than everything in our lives, when we settle for a portion when we could have it all, when we settle for a certain level when we could have a higher level, we are shrinking God. We are God in human form. God and I are soulmates. I and my Father are one, right? God is within us. And God is being expressed through us based on the vessel that we give his expression to. So when you are in a place where you're not going after the things you truly want, you're settling, you're taking what's handed to you and not really pressing for what it is you want, you are keeping the God that's within you in a small place. Have y'all heard the analogy of, like, if you buy a snake, right, or a fish, and you put it in a tank in your house, right? The snake or the fish is only going to grow as big as that tank. It's only going to grow as big as its environment, right? But you could take that same fish and that same snake and put it in the ocean or put it in the wild, and it will grow to enormous sizes. This is the same principle that God wants you to think about when you are thinking about your goals. You being dissatisfied with where you are, right, causes you to think of ways to make it better. The dissatisfaction in your life is literally God speaking to you. God is saying, we want more. There is more for you, my child. I have literally a whole kingdom for you. And this little bitty, itty bitty that we're doing right now, it's cool. I'm grateful. And we'll talk about gratitude here in a second, but this is not it. There has to be more to life. So I want you guys to be okay with being dissatisfied and understand that you're always going to be dissatisfied. And at the point that you are satisfied, at the point that you are just content with where you are in life, that's the point where you stop growing, right? That's the point where you put God in this little cage that is not big enough for his expression. But let me talk about this really quickly. God wanted me to tell you, though, there is a difference between being grateful for something and being dissatisfied with the same something. He absolutely wants you to be in gratitude. He absolutely expects you to be thankful and grateful for everything that you have in this very moment. I don't care how much it is or is not to you. Be grateful for it. Find something to be grateful for. Find whatever it is in the dissatisfaction that you can be grateful for. Because I do absolutely want you to be grateful, right? But when it comes to being dissatisfied, I'm grateful for all that I have, but I want more. I feel like there is more for me. That is going to cause you to think of ways to make it better. So God told me to tell y'all, always be in a state of gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. We're actually having an event on Friday that I'm going to talk to you guys about in a minute. But have the attitude of gratitude, but be dissatisfied. God is all. God's kingdom is the kingdom of everything. So it does not serve you or him for you to be playing small. There is literally an infinite number of possibilities of things that you can have in your life. So that dissatisfaction, be grateful for it, praise it, acknowledge it, and understand that it is God wanting more through you. The fact that you want more money, a bigger house, more clients, a better physical vessel to live in, is God wanting it through you. Okay. Now, attitude of gratitude. If you have not been on any of my live events this year, this is the event for you guys to get on. We are literally coming up on the giving of thanks season. Thanksgiving is coming up. I need everybody, all of God's children, to be in the attitude of gratitude. So Friday at 10 a.m., 11:22, I am going to be teaching you guys what it means to have the attitude of gratitude. I'm going to talk to you about attitude specifically and gratitude and how we combine the two. But if you have not been on one of my live events and you've been following this series, this is the event for you to get on. There is always something to be grateful for. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care how dissatisfied you are with your situation. There is always, always, always something to be grateful for. The mere fact that you woke up this morning is the easiest thing for you to be grateful for and the most important. Okay? So see you guys there. God told me to tell you this. Dissatisfaction is a creative state. I want you to be grateful for all that I have brought for you, all that I've given you, but I want you to be dissatisfied so that you bring more glory to my name. Love you.